All right, guys, welcome to the Q&A, my favorite part of the show. Ask your questions. Use the hashtag AskMajorPod. If we read your question on the air, you'll get a prize. And guys, also on MajorMarks.com, we each do our own full-length Q&A every single month. So if you want to ask your questions, head on over to MajorMarks.com. Ask Brian, ask Mark, ask me. But let's go. What do we got this week?
Brian's question, Alex Del Barrio, when you guys first got on the main roster with WWE, how did you find your way on or develop your travel crews, and how much did it suck when you got switched brands and had to find a new travel group?
Man, in the very beginning, Brian might have a different recollection, but CM Punk wanted to get the free car. So
A million percent.
when you first get on the road for the first 60 days, first 30 days, whatever it is, the office will pay for your car. So CM Punk was living in Louisville. We were in Louisville.
Isn't it the first 90 days, right?
Is it first 90?
First 3 months.
That's what it was in 2007. Who knows?
Right,
what it
back
is now.
then. Yeah, I don't know.
Because
What it is.
as a pro wrestler, as a WWE wrestler, believe it or not, you have to pay for your own cars and hotels. For the first 90, I guess, is a little like, hey guys, get your feet wet. They pay for your car. CM Punk kind of took us under his wing, but also wanted the free car. I get it.
Mhm.
And so that's how we started riding with Punk. And I believe Domino was there and Swoggle. And money was tight. We would all share the
Right.
same 5 men in the same room. Brian and I would share a bed. Punk and Domino, Swoggle in the
Right.
bathtub.
And then on the flip side, we got called up right when Jesse and Festus did. So they had their own car that, like, Mike Knox and other people would hop in, maybe Jimmy Wang Yang or something. And then once that ran out, then we kind of found our way. We were with Punk for years. And we would also ride with Jesse and Festus when it could, Swoggle.
It was kind of like annoying because like you're splitting cars, splitting expenses, and at the end you're like, all right, well, you owe me this. I paid for this. I paid for that.
I mean,
And then
that's what you got to do, though.
at one point in my career, it was me and Ziggler, and we never kept track of it. It's like it'll all even out.
Which is insane to me.
It'll all even out.
This is
Like
insane.
I never I book rooms, I book cars, I book
Right.
never ever did we keep track of it.
One of you guys probably made out like a bandit on that.
No, I think Miz
Right,
was
that's
also
what I'm
involved.
thinking, yeah.
Miz was. Who really made out? I think Morrison, because it was like me, Miz,
And he's
Morrison.
yeah.
Well, then Morrison just left, so
Right.
like he probably.
Yeah.
But then towards the end, it was selfish, but I think you have to be selfish on the road because we're on the road so often, especially then. I didn't want to ride with anybody,
It's crazy to me.
and because I didn't want to be on anyone else's schedule. I didn't want to be like, oh, what time do you want to wake up tomorrow? Like, if I wanted to sleep in, I wanted to sleep in. If I wanted to wake up early, I wanted to wake up early. I just wanted to do my own thing. And like I said, Ziggler would be the exception. Sometimes Bobby Roode, because we were on the same schedule. But like, I would just like to do my own thing, even out to this day. Like, it's crazy. In WWE, you pay for your car and your hotels. In the Indies, they pay for your hotels, right?
Even
But then
TNA.
Right. But they would get like, for instance, like a minion or whatever picks you up, or, Brian's booking somebody, he gets one of his students to pick you up. I did that once. I'm like, wait a minute, I have to be with this guy in the car. I get the building so early. Fuck that. I just rent my car on my own and I do my own thing. I'm on my own schedule. Because when you're on the road that much, it's your life. You got to be comfortable.
Which I'm the opposite. I wouldn't never want to be by myself. I'd rather spend it with some camaraderie and people and like make the little sacrifices if someone wants to work out or sleep in, or you know what I mean. It was,
Oh, not me.
yeah, we know Matt. But yeah, Matt and I got, obviously we split up, and then I went to FCW. But when I came back, I rode with Swoggle and Kofi for a long time, and then my second run, I basically was with the good. Actually, it started with Bray, and then Bray kept blowing me off to like do shit, and then I was be with the Good Brothers, and at the time they were a little too out of hand. But through them, I met Finn Balor, and like we literally one day, I didn't even know him. We just like, we got to get away from these guys, and we like made our own car, and we rode together for years until the end there, where he went to like NXT, and then Broski and I, the last few months we worked for WWE, Broski and I were riding together because of the pod, and we really were only like going to TVs or a couple live events, or we'd grab Heath and do a couple live events here and there. But yeah, to me, it's the complete opposite. You want to be with people you enjoy, they have common interests, and keep you entertained. And you want to, there's like no place I wouldn't go with Gallows because he's just
Right.
gonna pop me and fucking make me laugh, and I'd rather that than be by myself.
When you mentioned
especially in my old age now, driving at night and I don't know where I am, I don't like that shit.
You mentioned like we rode together the first couple years of our career. That's why I started out with Ziggler because we broke up. Like
That's
we
100% what happened.
the brand split. I got drafted, and then I just started riding with Ziggler. I think
You know him from OVW.
yeah, and I think it was another save room situation,
Right.
save money situation.
Yeah.
Splitting rooms, tan each other's backs, all that stuff. I had some weird riding partners. Like I used to ride with Kane, like me and Glenn. Like, do you imagine the conversations of me and Big Glenn would have? Like,
Probably
I'm like
non-
25,
non-
26
probably
at the time.
non-existent.
Talking about
Couldn't
my
have
lives
less
in
in,
Long Beach.
couldn't have
Falls.
less in common.
What how did that begin? Like, was he like, "Hey, do you want to ride with me?" Or you were like, "Hey, can I ride?" What?
I honestly, I couldn't even put it together. I
He
couldn't
threw
even
you off
tell
the
you.
stage and was like, "Ah, get it."
There was times-
Hey Glenn, you think I should buy this Secret of the Ooze replica canister?
Like there were times like Mark Henry lived in New York and he'd see me at the airport and he'd like bully me into riding with him. Something like me and Mark Henry. I've done it all. I've been on Cena's bus, like riding on Cena's bus to ride with Mark Henry. I've had the Kali duty a couple of times where the office will pay. Hey, first of all, there was the Deep South one where you were forced to do it.
Right.
Then there's the one where he's on the road and the office will pay for your cars and hotels if you ride with Kali and drive him around.
Which isn't worth the trade-off. Trust
Not
me.
worth the trade off. But I did it a couple times. And I said, "Oh, it's not worth it. It's not worth it." But everyone has their different, their different style on the road. What they do, if they like, if they like to drive at night or in the morning.
Nice and Ari always talk about the 205 Live crew, and apparently sometimes Nice would get a whole ass van and take all of them. Like,
But those guys weren't like making towns. They were just going to TVs and
Yeah.
playing video games in the locker room. There wasn't really,
right.
road warrior shit.
Well, whenever they
Yeah.
had to do traveling, they would all travel together.
It's
apparently.
that's
I mean, yeah,
how
it's like a comfortability thing. Everyone's different, but
Right.
yeah, and it is it's all about being comfortable because reiterating this, like you're on the road so often, if you're miserable, on the road, well, your whole life's gonna be miserable. Like
Right.
at that time, like I legit was on the road 5 days a week. And I'm not counting like now some people count like travel days as being on the road. Fuck that. I'm saying on the road, I would leave Friday, do
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, live events, Raw Monday, SmackDown Tuesday. Like 5 days a week.
And you would land at some point mid Wednesday.
it's like
Yeah.
So you
baffling.
would have Wednesday and Thursday at home.
I try not to sit and think about it. The guys at WWE don't do live events anymore. They travel like 1/4 of what we used to do, and they make 10 times the money.
Good for them.
I know, good for that. I try, and I wouldn't change it for the world. It shaped me as a person and as a wrestler. Some of the fondest memories, but man, have things changed.
Things have totally fucking changed. We were talking about it earlier, like, off air in a group text. We're like, in WWE, that was totally different. But back in the day, like you would do a show and like you don't know how much you're getting paid till you get the check a couple weeks later. imagine doing an indie show with TNA
Yeah.
and be like, I wonder how much I'm getting
I'll
paid
let you.
for
I'll
this.
let you know.
What?
I'll let you know in a couple of weeks. What I'm
And by
gonna
the
pay
way,
you.
what I'm getting paid now for indies is more than I got paid for WWE shows. Like
Right.
by like times 5,
Right.
times 6, with no exaggeration.
That's crazy.
It's fucking wild. So I'm glad that the talent is making the big money, and even now they're not making the money I think WWE superstars should be making.
of course.
So times change, everything changes. But yeah, I mean, like Brian said, I wouldn't change those hard times for anything. So many fun memories on the road.
And they
like,
weren't hard times. It's just the way it was, right?
the way it was.
Yeah, there was no other way. Yeah.
like we've told the story in the pod before. Like once Brian and I were riding with Jesse and Festus. I'll let Brian tell the story better with the car robbery,
Oh, man.
gallows kick.
Yeah.
you
It's
tell
a
the
long
story.
story. I'll say it quickly, but we were in Wichita, I believe, Kansas. We had just done a SmackDown ECW taping. Gallows really wanted to go out with Dave Taylor and just start drinking immediately, but we were all hungry. So he's like, just drop me at the bar. I'm going to meet up with Dave. So we dropped Gallows at the bar. Me, Gordy, and Broski found a nice little IHOP. Went in, had late night dinner at this IHOP. We come out we get back in. Gordy's driving. I'm in shotgun. Broski's in the back. And we get in, and I think Gordy's like fumbling with maybe the GPS or something, trying to figure out how to get back to the hotel. And he goes,
Old school Garmin.
yeah, and Broski goes, "This isn't our car! This isn't our car!" He starts freaking out from the back seat, and we're like, what the fuck are you talking? Gordy, what the fuck are you talking about, Majors? And he's like, "This isn't our car." And we're like, what? And we're like, what the fuck? What do you mean this isn't our car? And then you go, "But then where's all our stuff?" And we go, what? Like, all the backpacks and bags were gone. But Gordy didn't lock the car. So said thief just walked up, jiggled a handle, took everything in sight, and took off. So we called. Luckily, the trunk, they didn't mess with the trunk, and the trunk had a couple gear bags and stuff. I remember, like, my gear bag didn't get stolen.
Maybe
the trunk just, it was a little car. So, like, the trunk just had, like, my gear bag, Gordy's gear bag, and Broski's, but then, like, basically everything else was stolen. Our backpacks, our personal stuff, our belongings.
Our portable DVD player, remember those?
Gallows gear. So we call the cops, they come, we call Gallows, we're like, "Hey man, you gotta come back here, like, this is a situation," whatever. He gets dropped off and he pulls up. we're catching him up to speed. He's like, and of course he's got like a buzz or whatever. He's like, "God damn it!" And he goes to take this huge, like, Rocky Maivia foot stomp to the car, but then at the last second, like kind of works it and doesn't even touch the car. And it's like silent because we're like, "What just happened?" Then someone said, like, "Drew, did you just kick the car?" He goes, "I changed my mind the last second." It was just a mess. But luckily, honestly, I mean, it was a brutal situation.
What was in your backpack?
Everything, like all our chargers to our phones.
Your
and
dude wipes.
So we went straight to a 24-hour Walmart. I remember, like, so defeated. And we all bought, like, toiletries and everything just to get through the night and go home, and chargers and crap. And
Damn.
the funny thing about it, all our gear is, like, irreplaceable except Gallows, who has plain black trunks. So like it wasn't really that tough for Festus to get new stuff in a week's time or whatever.
Join the community at MajorMarks.com and get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, and become a member of the Major family.
You get bonus episodes on our careers, wrestling figure history, and exclusive interviews with our friends and legends in the business each month.
You also get early access to YouTube videos and, of course, the weekly podcast ad-free and breaking news updates.
Brand new shows featuring
Oh, baby.
and you. Each month, you can interview someone in the wrestling business with the Captain's Log.
Also, buy, sell, and trade in our exclusive Facebook community where people have become friends in real life.
Certain memberships include merch like monthly trading cards and quarterly mystery gifts.
Become a Major Mark and join MajorMarks.com today.